Get mantra and meditation MP3s at JasonGallant.ca.
I've found that the journey to truth begins with realizing lies. What is a lie? What is an illusion? What is a falsehood that you either told yourself or the world has told you about yourself, or a falsehood that you've told yourself about what is? Like, what is your experience? What is the objective inside you and what is the subjective? This is the thing that is incredibly powerful, because when you realize that there are certain subjective experiences within you that are your own making, you can choose to let them go. You no longer have to experience those subjective experiences if you have the humility to let go of your point of view. We're seeing not a lot of humility these days. And I guess that's really the journey for everyone in the beginning. The humility battle is an ongoing battle, and I don't really blame people for their hesitancy. But at some point you will realize how you are creating needless suffering within you. And this is the path to truth. Every step you take to letting go of this self-flagellation, or holding on to a point of view which is keeping you enslaved in suffering, then you start to see the truth. And you start to recognize lies. Now, it is common for people to see someone speak out about something, perhaps take up a cause and say, hey, I've seen something. Hey, everybody, I've seen something. There's a falsehood going on over here. And of course, the people still enslaved in their ego or enslaved in their point of view of suffering, they have many layers that are obscuring their view. So they cannot see what this person is trying to point to. And of course, the battle ensues. And we've seen this with many mystics and the many great saints and sages that came. Most often, the society at the time did not like the saint or sage. It was only after the saint or sage got hung, crucified, burned at the stake, or whatever, that's when they became the saint. But most often at the time, they were really the enemy of the state. Why is that? It's because they were pointing to a lie that was being shrouded upon the people. And the people who are blindfolded will believe the lies that are told to them, because they do not know the difference between a lie and truth. So what I'm saying to you is, as you let go of your subjectivity and fall deeper into your objectivity, you will start to see deeper truths. Truths that are not bound by suffering. They're not created out of some sort of opinions or of the past or things you read. They'll just be some clarity, almost as if the Word of God is speaking through you. When you're neutral and have no invested interest in seeing one side or the other, you have a greater ability to see the truth. Emotional pain is the bane of logic, isn't it? You ever try to have a debate with somebody who is in emotional pain about the subject matter? It's like nothing goes in, right? They're full of fear and anxiety. It doesn't matter what you say that's true. They'll be like, yeah. They become 3 or 4 years old all of a sudden. You can see a 70-year-old man become a 3-year-old in about 2 minutes if he is enslaved in fear and you're trying to help him with some education about some subject. So as you tread upon this journey, it is really the mastery of deciphering the difference between lies and truth, especially those which you have taught yourself about your own experience of life and about what these experiences mean. So often the meaning that you've put upon them keeps you in suffering. One person can have fear move through them and call it anxiety. Another person can have fear move through them and they say, hey, there's something going on in my body right now. And then 1 minute it's there, the next minute it's gone. As you fall back into the unconditional, it's almost like you become the sky. And the clouds are always moving through the sky. They don't stay in just one spot. Not forever. Sometimes it's raining, just like it is right now. But it never lasts forever. Realize this truth. Often analyzing suffering just keeps you in suffering. But surrender to something greater allows everything to work in a greater intelligence. The flow of life moves through you and does what it needs to do in the timing that is needed. And this will bring you wisdom. So no more lies. Deeply surrender to the deepest truth you know and honor it. It will bring you greater gifts than any lie that you have worshipped beforehand. So I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now.
Are you interested in working with a spiritual teacher in a formal setting? Well, perhaps the Wisdom Life School is for you. If you're interested in checking out what the Wisdom Life School is all about, just go to aratima.com.